What's up, everybody? This is MTGenius back here again with another deck tech and gameplay. And this week in Arena, we have a deck that I've elected to call Song of Mill. And it's focused around a new card from M21 called Teferi's Tutelage. It's 2 and a blue for an enchantment. When Teferi's Tutelage enters the battlefield, draw a card, then discard a card. And then whenever you draw a card, you or your opponent mills 2. Now, we are teaming this up with Song of Creation. You play an additional land on each of your turns. Then, whenever you cast a spell, draw 2 cards. Obviously, whenever you draw a card, you're going to mill them 2. So, every time you cast a spell, you're going to mill them for 4. At the beginning of your end step, you discard your hand. Now, to get around having to discard the hand, we're running a lot of cards like Glimpse of Freedom, which you can escape back from the graveyard. Chemist's Insight, so you can jumpstart back from the graveyard, and Uro, that you can escape back from the graveyard. And also, they all draw cards. And Uro is really relevant with the life gain too. And then, just to top it off, we have more ramp with Cultivate and Growth Spire, which also draws you a card, which also triggers the milling. And then we just have a little bit of removal for the early game and the aggro matchups with Scorching Dragonfire and Storm's Wrath. And then a problem that you may run into is that you run out of cards before they do. And that's why we have 2 of the Thassa's Oracle, just to prevent that from happening, from milling ourselves out. And the land base, we have 2 Castle Vantris, 3 islands, 5 mountains, 3 forests, and then 2 steam vents, 2 stopping grounds, Temple of Abandon, 3 breeding pools, 1 Temple of Mystery, and 2 of the Teamer Triomes. And that is the deck for this week. Looks like our opponent is Heroes Unlimited. We do have 3 lands. We have the Song of Creation, and we have early removal and Uro to draw more cards. I think we keep this. The opponent goes first. Scoured Barrens. Draw another Uro. We'll start with the tap land, or the scry land rather. Are we doing anything on turn 2? We could put it into play with Uro there later, so we'll keep that. Opponent, or resolved by the look of it. Healer's Hawk, sure. And Vampire of the Dire Moon, sure. So I think we play the forest and we just pass. Maybe leave up a Scorching Dragonfire for a Johnny's Pride Maid. Or a Grim Dancer, that also works. So we'll just kill that now. We draw every Uro that we have in the deck. Play the Uro. Storm's Wrath next turn is probably going to be pretty good. Especially if they run out some more creatures. And then we'll just rebuild with Uro. Yep. Working pretty nicely. We will play the castle and we will wrath the board. Opponent has the backup Hawk and the backup Celebrant. We will play Steam Vents tapped. We will play Uro. Leave up Scorching Dragonfire. Yeah, I think we leave up the Dragonfire here. hit the other celebrant. So depending what we draw off the top here, we might. Oh, man, if I had a land. I think we wait one more turn. Start the milling. And I think we drop the land actually. Next turn we play Song of Creation and Growth Spiral. Hopefully that gets us what we need. So let's drop the Song of Creation. Then we will cast the Growth Spiral. We'll pay the 2 life. Mill them some more. Play the island. Play the steam vents. Untapped. And then cultivate. Get as much lands out of the deck as we can. Discard our hand, and then depending on what we start with next, we will just probably cast the Uro, depending on what we draw. Basilica Bellhaunt, that's fun. Life doesn't really matter. They are down to half their deck right now, so we'll see if we can finish the job. I think we escape Uro first. Just to see if we have any possibility of having something else. Mill them for 4 more. Sure, we'll play the land. Mill them for a couple more. Then we'll Glimpse of Freedom. We'll mill them for 8 more. Well, 8 more, 6 more rather. And I think we're just going for the win here. They have 18 more. See how close we can get them. Ooh, I don't know if we're going to have enough lands to be able to do that. They are down to 8 cards. Ooh, the Growth Spiral though, that might do it. I think that's going to do it. Oh. Opponent says nice. Thank you. And I think that's it. Melt them out. They're going to mill their last 2 cards, and that is game. Got him, first try. Looks like our opponent is Chinu M. I think we can keep this. We have the tutelage already. So we'll probably play that on turn 3. We also have the Glimpse of Freedom. Opponent goes first. I think we keep this. Give it a shot. Opponent, Temple of Deceit, scry 1 to the top. Another tutelage is going to be pretty nice here. Play that tapped. Back-to-back tutelage. If we get a Song of Creation, it's going to get out of hand really quickly. Play the land. I'm not doing much right now anyway, so we'll just comes to Freedom main phase. Esper Control is well, that's fine. It's not going to be too much of a problem. Play the Vantress. Fairy's tutelage. Got the Scorching Dragonfire. I think we actually... What will we drop here? Let's drop the Triumph, just because it's slow. Ooh, opponent plays the Master of Time. Stormwrath's going to be pretty good there.
Let's make this
Uro for the following turn. So we will Storm's Wrath now. Make them have to plus their Teferi right now. Ooh, they don't. They just get rid of it. Interesting. Unless they have another. Oh, is this just Super Friends? So I think what we're going to do is do this. We are going to Scorching Dragonfire the Karn. Exile the Karn, and then I think we're just going to play another tutelage and hope that we draw into Song of Creation. I'll drop the Cultivate. They're going to quite a bit more. Elden Ugin. They're down to 37 cards already. That's pretty good. Next, we'll just play the Uro here. Command the Dreadhorde, nice. Interesting. They're gonna draw and discard. Sure. Get in for one. Figured. Down to 34 cards. Yeah, I still think we just Uro here. Mill them some more. And then we'll just kill Ugin while we're at it. They draw and discard. We're gonna try their hardest to get to that double extra turns here. They run out the Godfair statue. They sure do. Makes a token. Puts us on a 4-turn clock. And now our stuff costs more to cast. which is kind of bad. So I think what we do is play this tapped. We escape Uro back from the graveyard. And we see what we can do. Gain 3 life, draw another card. Next turn we Chemister's Insight. Phasing Mount's not going to do anything right now. Draw a card and discard a card. So technically they're helping us out this entire time anyway. Scorching Dragonfire is going to work good for the Teferi. Tezzeret. Also interesting. I'm not even sure what he does. Can I look at it? Ooh.
This is just the beginning.
That's pretty insane. Gonna phase my dude out. Doesn't that just come back at my upkeep? I don't know if that was the play. Interesting. Well, I don't think we're doing much else right now anyway, so... see how far we can mill them. That's what we came to do. They probably have us here regardless, so that's a good game. Wait for a response. Really? I'll do this all day. Alright, looks like our opponent is Hunga. Interesting name. We don't have any blue mana, but we do have the Cultivate to go find the mana that we need, and the opponent goes first. I can't seem to catch a break here. Just going second regardless, no matter what. Windscarred Crag gains a life. We will play the Stomping Ground tap. We're probably just going to kill anything that they play. Just because we're not really doing much with the Scorching Dragonfire otherwise. Looks like Mardu. Knights maybe. It's usually what I see a lot of. Scries 1 to the top. We will play the Forest and we will pass the turn. Scries again. All the tap lands for the opponent. We play a Boros Challenger. Well, that dies immediately. Another Teferi's Tutelage is pretty nice here. We'll cultivate, probably go get 2 blue sources. See what's going on here. That way next turn we can, oh my goodness, we can Teferi's Tutelage, and then we can play the island and Glimpse. I think we drop Thassa's Oracle here. Doesn't matter too much. Play the island, and then pass the turn. We can always Glimpse at the end step, make them think we have a. Oh, that's nice with the double strike. Make them think we have a kill spell at least. We don't. Well, we will Glimpse. Draw a card, make them mill 2. Make them mill 2. We will play the tutelage. Make them mill 4. Draw Uro, that's pretty nice. I think we drop the cultivate here. And then play it again. Make them mill 6. Drop the Triumph. And we shall see. They're going to mill 6 at our upkeep, so they'll be down to 26 cards. Sure. Takes the Glimpse, sure. Taking 6 here, that's going to hurt. Ooh, Storm's Wrath's coming in at a pretty clutch spot. Three Teferi's tutelage on the battlefield is insane to begin with. And now we just bought ourselves probably a couple extra turns. Probably should have tapped that a little better. Probably could have played Uro. But we did not. And here's 4 coming at us. So they're down to 22, 21, 19. So we're going to play the Uro. Gain a little bit of life. If we get a green source off the top, we could probably just escape Uro back. Still a valuable option here. Mill them for a whole bunch. Gain some life back. Growth Spiral. Again, if we draw a green source off the top here, which we do not. We probably could have ended the game right there. It would have been really close. So I think they have to kill us this turn or they lose. Ooh, I don't think that's gonna do it. Now they just get milled out. Three Teferi's tutelage is disgusting. And then we'll just pass the turn. And we win. And that's as easy as it is. Giving the deck one shot in Diamond here. Our opponent is Kite Mare. We have 3 lands. We had double Song Creation, Uro to draw, and this opponent goes first. I have not gone first at all. And we'll see what we're up against. So we'll start with the Triumph. We're pretty much riding on this Uro. Pretty heavily. Steam Vents tapped. Ooh, this is Dimir Flash. It's gonna be interesting. And they're just gonna pass the turn. So I think we cultivate because we don't really care if that gets countered. We're taking 6 this turn. We're pretty much in a really rough spot here. Play arrow just to gain a little bit of life. They counter it. We're probably done. All right. Well, that survives. Play the steam vents tapped. One to the top, one to the bottom. The opponent's turn. They pretty much got a 2-turn us right here. We draw Storm's Wrath off the top, we'll crack that off, but we can not. So, I think that's going to do it. But we will give it our best shot. Scorching Dragonfire might be okay. Oh, we already play a land. Damn. But yeah, we definitely lost. And that's why we don't play ranked with a jank deck.